So there's this right-wing site. I have it written down here somewhere. Hold on. Oh, I think it's called the Post-Millennial. Yes, it's called the Post-Millennial. And they made total asses of themselves while they were trying to do some fake outrage culture war stuff. So let me show you the headline here on Mediaite discussing this. Right-wing site quietly issues humiliating correction to story on women's soccer anthem actions. So, what happened was, members of the U.S. women's soccer team were accused of disrespecting the flag, disrespecting the country, because apparently they turned their back on a 98-year-old World War II veteran. The guy's name is Pete DuPre. They turned their back on him while he was playing the national anthem with his harmonica. So this was at the match to play... Oh, excuse me. Who were they playing? Was it Mexico? Doesn't say here, but I think it was Mexico, but I could be wrong on that front. I apologize if I am. So, video went around and showed a bunch of the teammates facing one direction and then some facing the other direction, and the way this was perceived in right-wing media was they are protesting. They're, effectively doing the same as taking a knee, right? The Kaepernick thing. Turning their back on a 98-year-old World War II veteran, disrespecting your country, disrespecting the World War II veteran, how dare you? So they had a headline, disgraceful. U.S. women's soccer team members turn their backs on 98-year-old World War II vet playing the national anthem. Now, there's one little problem. The problem is, that's not what they were doing. The problem is, the women who turned around to face the flag. So the issue was nobody knew exactly what was the correct thing to do, the proper thing to do, the thing that was expected of them. A lot of the women decided, I'm going to face this lovely 98-year-old man who's playing the harmonica. Like, I kind of want to see this, and I think that's more respectful. And other women thought, well, when you're hearing the national anthem, you're supposed to, look at the flag. And so some turned around and some faced straight. But what they've all made crystal clear is that, listen, we were trying to do what we thought was most respectful. That's clear. So what happened? After the record was corrected, because the soccer team released a statement and they were all like, we were looking at the flag and some of us were looking at the guy playing the harmonica, but none of us were, in this instance, protesting anything. You know what happened? The Post-Millennial changed the headline, attacking... The headline did attack the two people who turned around to face the flag. Then they changed it to attacking the women who didn't turn around to face the flag. These people are unbelievable. They need a hit of that fake culture war outrage. They needed a hit of the fake culture war outrage. So what did they do? They just flipped the scandal and tried to make it out like it's still a scandal, even though everybody was incredibly clear. Hey, some of us were facing the guy playing the harmonica because we respected him and we wanted to see it, and some of us felt like the appropriate thing to do was to face the flag. They made it seem like it was nefarious. At first, it's nefarious that they turned around to face the flag. And then it was, it's nefarious because some people didn't turn around to face the flag. So, there is no winning. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You literally could have written that article then, no matter what they did. If all of them turned around to face the flag, they could have went after them for not facing the guy playing the harmonica. If all of them faced the guy playing the harmonica, they could have written it saying, hey, you got your backs to the flag. They're just looking to be outraged at some shit. They're just looking to be outraged at some shit. And guys, this is what happens with the culture war melts people's brains, man. It really does. It gets people obsessed with issues that divert your attention from the real issues that matter to all of us. You want to know how we make this country a better place? We stop bombing people overseas and we use that money to rebuild our infrastructure here at home. We build out unions so working people have a chance at making it. We raise the minimum wage. We give everybody health care because we have millions who don't have health insurance now. This is how you make the country better. This is how you make the country better, by doing good things. But instead of people focusing on that, they're just looking for the next thing to get outraged over. And by the way, how quickly did these people flip from, we believe in free speech, we believe in free expression, we believe in the First Amendment, to, oh my God, you triggered me and I'm outraged and I'm offended, and so you should be punished for doing what you did. Even if people were protesting, whether it was the flag or the lovely guy playing the harmonica, even if somebody did protest, you can ask them, hey, what's your purpose? What's your reason? And then they'll tell you, and that's called free expression. So in other words, I wouldn't even be outraged if they were protesting. Because again, this is culture war nonsense that melts your brain. What Colin Kaepernick did is totally free expression, and the right wanted to crack down on him and punish him and cancel him. Make sure he loses his job as a result of it. It'd be the same thing here. So it's when their side uses free speech or free expression and does something offensive, they're like, yes, free speech is awesome. When the left does something offensive, they're like, oh my God, punishment, dole out some punishment. They have no consistent standards or principles, man. They don't. It's so obnoxious and it's so annoying and it's so obvious you're playing for teams. Stop playing for a team. For the love of God, have a standard, have a principle. It's so annoying. And it's just so crazy that they were corrected on what went on here, and then they still got around to doing fake outrage again. I can't talk today. They still did fake outrage. It's amazing. That's amazing to me. How is that even possible? You were corrected, and then you just flip the narrative, but stay outraged. And listen, I have to say it because this is an example where I think it's pretty clear. They're just being dishonest at this point. This is just, we want to have our fake outrage injected directly into our veins, and we don't care how we get it. So we'll make it up if we have to. So you're just being dishonest. You're choosing the feeling of the fake outrage over the facts of the situation. So you're hacks. That's what you are. This is what happens, guys. The culture war is a slippery slope. You start going down it, and eventually you're nothing but a tribal partisan loser, and this is just such a great example of that dynamic in action.